The gas field, which sits just about 30 kilometers off the Gazan coast, is estimated to hold more than 1 trillion cubic feet of natural gas. Discovered over 20 years ago, the gas has remained untouched due to the ongoing conflict between Israel and the Palestinian enclave. But now, with the West looking for alternative energy sources after distancing itself from Russia following the invasion of Ukraine, all parties involved are willing to make new strides. In a statement earlier this morning, the Israeli Prime Minister's office citing economic reasons for the move.
In the framework of the existing efforts between the State of Israel, Egypt, and the Palestinian Authority, with emphasis on Palestinian economic development and maintaining security stability in the region, it has been decided to develop the Gaza marine gas field off the coast of Gaza.
Returned from the occupied Palestinian territories. There I witnessed Israel directly extracting fossil fuels out from under Palestinian land. Despite your regular condemnations of Israel's disregard for international law, the EU has rewarded Israel with a multi-million euro gas deal. And my question to you, Mr. Borrell, is why is one occupier's oil and gas more acceptable than another's?
Is it any coincidence that there was just an agreement to start drilling natural gas off the coast of Gaza? This is the Gaza Marine. They say it provides about 100 trillion cubic feet of natural gas. So this was originally discovered back in 1999 by British Gas, but they couldn't get their shit together about any agreement, so they just bounced out of there. The Palestinians weren't allowed to start drilling for it without Israel's permission. So Palestine is completely dependent on Israel for its electricity via the Israel Electric Corporation. But looky, they came up with a deal to start drilling off the coast of Gaza. So the unofficial deal so far is that about 50% of it is going to Palestinian Authority, and the other 50% is going to the company that's actually drilling the gas, which is an Egyptian natural gas holding company. Israel has some of the largest natural gas reserves, the largest being the Leviathan. There's debate online as to why Israel even approved this project in the first place. This article states that it's likely because of Israel's recent decision to expand settlements. Like, you know you're doing something wrong, but you don't want your friends to look at you sideways. So we'll let you drill some of your own natural gas. There you go. Here's permission. The Jenin power plant is supposed to be finished at the end of this year. This is a power plant that will give the West Bank some independence on their own electricity. So the Jenin power plant was supposed to be using natural gas from the Leviathan Reserve. Once construction was all done with the Gaza Marine, then it was going to switch to using its own natural gas. Earlier reports state that this really pissed off Hamas, stating that the Palestinian Authority was actually stealing from the Gaza Reserve. Then, June of this year, they finally came to a resolution to start sharing some of the revenue with Gaza. There's an article if you want to look it up. The people of Gaza were really dependent on this project actually going through. This article states that they only got 4 hours a day of electricity. I read other reports where it's up to 10 hours a day, but can you imagine only having 10 hours of electricity a day? 10 fucking hours. So what baffles me is that if this project just got approved this year, and Hamas knew that there was money about to be coming in, that they were going to improve their economic situation, why would he make an attack at this time? Like, I wouldn't fuck with my money like that. I don't know, just this part doesn't make any sense to me.
النار ولع.
This is a reminder that off the Gaza Strip is an estimated $540 billion worth of natural gas. The recoverable oil is estimated at 1.7 billion barrels. Earlier this year, Israel agreed to work with Egypt and Palestine to develop Gaza's natural gas field. I wonder what is going to happen to it now that Gaza is under siege. I wonder which group is going to be able to utilize this resource for the economic benefit of its citizens. I wonder if Palestine will see even a dollar of the wealth generated. I wonder if Chevron, the company slated to work on the project, has more loyalty to Palestine or Israel. I'm not saying there are not other structures, particularly capitalistic structures, undergirding this genocide. For example, access to real estate land and arms deals. But follow the money fairly broadly and you will see vested, literally vested, invested interests in Israel's prosperity over Palestine's. This genocide is being allowed to happen not just because Palestinians and brown people broadly have been dehumanized the world over, but because exceptionally wealthy people have something to gain from this mass death. And yes, I will also be talking arms deals, and yes, I will also be talking oceanfront real estate. Capitalism kills, and right now it's killing Gazans and Palestinians.
Okay, so I'm gonna need you guys to download this video, save it, share it, whatever, post it on your own feed just in case it gets removed or, you know, they mess around with it like they did my last video. In case you don't know who this lovely man is, his name is Rishi Sunak. He is the Prime Minister of Great Britain. So I'm gonna be showing you why there's no way in hell that this guy is ever gonna ask for a ceasefire, because him and his family are also banking off of this war. I introduce to you Gashapa, Rishi's wife and mother of two. So I got this off of The Guardian. You can see here that she is richer than the Queen, owns just as many houses. No, not because she's married to the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister isn't that rich, okay? It's because her dad is a co-founder and owns shares in Infosys. Now, if you've been keeping up with what's going on, you probably already know or you've heard that Israel's going crazy on Gaza, not because of Hamas. It's actually because there's a bigger picture where all the white people come in and steal Gaza's gas. Now, just 6 days ago, the Zionists awarded gas exploration to a few companies. One of them is BP, which is British Petroleum. Stay with me, huh? And guess who signed a $1.5 billion deal with British Petroleum in May of this year? Infosys, Rishi's wife's company. Now you tell me, why in the hell would this guy ever try to put an end to what's happening in Gaza and ask for a ceasefire if his baby mama is making so much money off of it? He's not gonna do it.